The opinions expressed of this show are for entertainment purposes and should not be misconstrued or interpreted as fact. If you have a gambling problem, call 1 800 522 4700.
Unmute myself first. Say hey, everyone. Welcome into another edition of Say Hey Plays. My name is Jose Bouquett. It's nice to see everyone on a Saturday morning here, bright and early. I'm pinning the link to the chat right now so we can have our guys joining us here throughout the show. Yes, you can join this show. The link is in the chat. Join us. Give out your plays. We want them all at once here. We're going to move expeditiously here so we can get all these breakdowns in a speedy fashion so our people can get their money and get the action in here. I've got one bet in so far. I've got I've got one that I bet already. Another one that I am going to move on here during the show. And that's it right now. I want to talk everything out. I've had kind of a tough week. Yesterday was an even day, so I'll take it. The Marlins game yesterday was a battle. One of the craziest games I've watched. One of my favorite games I've ever watched now after the result. But it will be a fun day of baseball to talk about. So let's dive right into this first game, which is where our first play is here. Los Angeles Dodgers, Tampa Bay Rays here. Blake Snell versus Drew Rasmussen. Blake Snell making his return here off the IL. And shout out to our boy Shawnee Higgs the other day saying that he is a fade coming off the IL first game. I would agree with him here. Coming off the 60-day IL, his last start was January, February, March, April 2nd. So it's been quite a while in the majors. His minor league rehab starts, all pretty good. He's had 4 appearances in the single A complex league and last 2 in triple A, 4 2/3 shutout, 4 walks, 7 Ks, 4 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 6 Ks, 1 walk in his last 2 complex league starts. And I bet this game yesterday. I thought that the Rays would be an easy bet to make with a reverse line movement yesterday. They didn't show up offensively, and here we are yet again betting the Rays yet again for the same exact reasons. Maybe this is another trap spot, but they've got me a hook, line, and sinker. I'll fall into this trap most every time, and so be it. And shout out to Troy Torrance, who helps me try to avoid these traps as well. So Troy, hope you're out there as well. So in the market in this game, this opened up minus 130 for the Dodgers here, 127 at penny. It is now down to minus 111 Los Angeles Dodgers at BOL, minus 130. Now it's gotten back up to minus 117, which is interesting, but was at minus 109 at one point there. So fascinating. BOL at minus 117, penny at minus 111. Doyers there. I'm going to do one more refresh just to make sure that we have the most updated information here. So still the same numbers. Market-wise here, 59% of the bets and 72% of the money on the Dodgers, which leads me again to bet the Tampa Bay Rays here. So I am on Rays full game money line here. Let me tell you guys what number I got here as I have to log back into my book real fast. I got plus 107 Tampa Bay Rays. So I am on that officially there. let's talk to our first guest on the show here. We're going to get both of his bets right off the top. Joined Jimmy last night, yesterday for CFL. It's our guy Gorky coming back here. Gorky, my man, nice to see you. How are you doing?
Did I miss a game or is this the first one, Doug?
This is the first one.
Good, because I don't want to be a complete fucking ass wipe.
Well, Gorky, let us know what you're on here today.
I am on the the Dodgers here. I think it's a Dodger spot with their ace on the mound. I think he goes a good 4 or 5 innings. Then I think they will have a big enough lead, hopefully, to where it doesn't matter what actually happened. Let Cabby on, brother. I actually
yeah, you go ahead and finish. Let me introduce my man Cab here in a second. Cab, let me give you a proper introduction.
I need no fucking introduction.
Go ahead.
Of course you do. He's the man. Gorky, continue on.
I want to talk pitching with this guy because pitching is what wins baseball games. I just think it's a Dodger spot. I got them at plus 110. So, for the run line. Now you guys hate to play baseball run lines. I like it, especially when I can do so on the visiting team because you get that 9th at bat where it can only work for you. And we hope for the best. That's baseball every day.
All right, beautiful. Gorky on the Dodgers money line there. Daby Cab joining us. He wants no introduction, so here he is. Daby Cab, nice to see you. Dodgers, Rays.
I know you had it pulled up. Do you have Blake Snell's rehab starts, like how many pitches he threw or anything on hand by any chance?
I do not have how many pitches he threw, but I can tell you it went 4 2/3 shutout. He went 4 innings, 3 innings, 2 innings. So he'll go. I'm pretty sure he'll go 4 or 5 innings here.
Yeah, he should figure in the decision, or he should pitch long enough to where they qualify him for the win.
Sports scientist Jacob says specifically he's throwing 75 pitches today.
He's throwing 75 today. So, yeah, he's going to get through 4 or 5 innings. He should be able to get through that many innings with that many pitches. I'm not ever somebody – I'm on the side with you, Jose. I'm not usually somebody who jumps out to back somebody their first start back, especially off a 60-day IL stint. I just kind of feel – a little bit different about this one. I know Blake Snell is somebody that I'm going to be honest. It feels like a lot of people like to try and fade or like to hate on because he's got such good stuff. And then last year we saw him suck so bad and then start throwing good again towards the end of the year. It was a roller coaster ride with this guy. I think today is one of the few times where I like the pitcher coming off the IL. I think I like the Dodgers in the first 5 here. I do have a bet on it. I already bet it. I just think that if you're the Dodgers, man, you're still in a good position for the season. But the one thing you've been missing is pitching. And you've got somebody like Blake Snell coming back into your rotation. Today should be a super high energy day for the locker or for the bullpen, for the dugout, for the whole team. I think
the locker room for everybody.
Yeah, I think everybody's going to be very high energy for the Dodgers today. This is a big deal. They're getting Blake Snell back. This is huge.
This is their guy, man. If they're going to make a run, like Sasaki can go back to being the 6th starter. You know what I mean? Like you're getting one of your core guys.
Well, the line is moving right back towards the Dodgers here. Penny just moved it from 111 to minus 117 to minus 116 here in the last.
I got in the first 5. I got money line on the Dodgers at minus 117 in the first 5.
Okay, when you said minus 117.
Yes.
Beautiful work there. All right. And Gorky's on full game Dodgers. Cab's on first 5 Dodgers. I am on full game Rays here. Let's go.
I will say that if we both cash and we get it done in 5, I would be the happiest person in the world because I have other action. So I want to focus on that too.
All right. Well, beautiful. I hope that for your sakes, you guys get that cash. For my sake, I hope you don't.
7-0 style game would fit me good here, but it's probably not going to happen.
For my sake, I hope not. Orioles Cubs next up on our slate here. Sugano versus Matthew Boyd. The Cubs minus 225 right now against the Baltimore Orioles. This line opened up at minus 190, minus 197 at Penny, and is up to minus 215 here now. Now, there is a bunch of bets and money on the Cubs here. 75% of the bets, 73% of the money on the Cubs here. So the line moving in that direction. You know, if you want to bet with the public there, it makes you feel better there. 78% of the bets and 95% of the money on the under in this game. Interestingly enough, this under has gone down half run, opened up at an 8, minus 109 to the over at Penny, went down to 7.5, and is even a 7 now at Penny. So this line is dropping pretty quickly here. I'm going to refresh our friends at Swish Analytics. Yes, Gorky.
Put me backstage and break this one down because I'm on the Jays. I'm on the Jays spot.
Well, why don't we talk about that one there first then? So we'll do the quick switch. No worries, Gorky. We got you here.
No, I would rather go backstage and kind of calm myself down a little bit.
Okay, that's fine. We'll calm yourself down, Gorky. No worries there. We'll put him on ice. Put him on ice here a little bit. Let him get cooled down, and Gorky will come back here in a second then.
Speaking of cooled down, I need to fucking win today, bro. That All-Star break hit, and I dove into college football, and I know exactly what it is. It's the same shit if I'm not 100% locked into what I'm betting, like I can't be a type of person that half-asses. And I'm going to tell you the truth, Jose, I haven't stopped diving into fucking football teams since the All-Star. I can't. I love it so much. Like, I got to stop, though, until football starts, and I got to focus back in on baseball.
Well, Cab, I'll ask this question. Since you've been diving into the football, just quickly name a team, any team that you find interesting next year in college football. You're like, I think I might be betting on this team.
Like a team that most people wouldn't think, or just
any team, whatever team that you shoots out of your mouth right now, the first team that you came to your head.
I genuinely think Clemson's going to be a problem this year. And I know that's not a huge
stretch.
No. Bro, Clemson is fucking good. I'm just telling you guys right now.
Well, they get tested immediately, right? Because they play LSU.
They're going to fucking beat them, and they're going to cover. So,
okay. Well, see, there you go. I'm excited to hear that because I know you love some Clemson and Dabo Sweeney and Cade Klubnik.
I hate them. So for me to say that should say something. That should tell you something. I fucking hate them. So like that should mean something if I say that.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what. That's it's funny because I saw Cade Klubnik and the boys, and I was like, am I really gonna fall for this bullshit again? So I'm excited to watch that LSU game, a fraud bowl. Brian Kelly versus Dabo Sweeney. I can't wait to see who the bigger fraud is.
And then you got Nussmeier or whoever the fuck he was for LSU, who everybody thought was like the best. And then towards the end of the season, everybody figured out just put a little bit of pressure on the guy, and he just tosses it straight up in the air.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens there. Glad we can talk some college ball. Cubs, Orioles here. And by the way, the wind blowing in, 7-mile-an-hour winds blowing in. So I probably lean under here again. But it's not going to be a bet I move on. We got the under money yesterday with that 1-0. Great. I slapped my own ass. We're feeling great about ourselves, but not going to be moving on this game, Cab. What did you think about this one?
I'm a fucking glutton for pain because I was on the first 5 over yesterday, and I like the first 5 over again today. And they scored 1 run in the entire baseball game yesterday. Now it did come in the first 5, but that don't matter. So going back to it sounds crazy, but again, I just, the way I capped it yesterday is the same I feel about today. I think there's going to be runs. I mean, the Orioles already having a shit season, then their team gets gutted. So I guess it's another way to look at it is just a run line with the Cubs or a player prop with the Cubs. I don't fucking know. Take Tucker to get a hit and the Cubs to win the baseball game. That'll probably cash.
There you go. By the way, shout out to Jeff and Preston who enjoyed their day at the Cubs game yesterday as well. Fucking under 2 hours that baseball game because of that win.
Hopefully they didn't tell Cab or else that baseball game went by fast and shitty.
They bet the Cubs, I believe, just money line, so they won. But yeah, I told them, I was like, it seems like a windy day because of the total, and he's like, yeah, it's windy, it's pretty windy, and I was like, okay, well, I'll be betting the under now because of how heavy this fucking wind is, and the wind played a huge factor, and I think it'll play another factor here today. So good luck. I hope you guys cash your over bets. I'm not going to stay on. I don't
actually have a bet on anything.
Okay, well, I hope if you guys have over bets, I hope they cash for you guys here. And by the way, sports scientist Jacob saying I initially had the under -110 here for 8.5 and Cubs -1 here. It was his initial cap to it. So shout out to you, sports scientist Jacob. All right, we've held them on ice. Let's bring out the chilled glass of Gorky here. Pop the bottle. Here's the cork. Gorky is back with us here. Nice to see you again, Gorky. We've got Toronto Blue Jays, Kansas City Royals in a very interesting line here. In a game that I typically would move on, but I have not yet. We've got 66% of the bets on the Toronto Blue Jays, but sharp money on the Kansas City Royals with 74% of the money on them here, which is very fascinating. 77% of the bets are on the under, and 83% of the money is on the over in this game. So that is very fascinating indeed. This line opened up -150 for the Toronto Blue Jays. We are now down to -136 at penny here. Same story at BOL, -150 to -138 there. I mean, obviously, I want to fade Max Scherzer like everyone else. He's had a pretty good start to the season here. It's not like his prime self, but he's not been imploding like Justin Verlander. He's not had a start where he's shut out the other team. 7 innings, 3 earned runs, 5 innings, 4 earned runs, 6 innings, 3 earned runs. He's just out there. And by the way, his last start, 11 Ks, no walks against Detroit. Oh my God. That's turn back the clock kind of stuff.
On his 40th birthday at that.
Yeah, so he's a bit of a freak, this Max Scherzer, but I still, at the end of the day, would like to fade the guy here. And I was close to betting the Royals. I have not bet the Royals yet. Would like to hear what everyone else in the chat have to say. Mr. Gorky, we'll start out with you. What do you think about this one?
First of all, I will tell you my action, but I need you to tell me the bullpen situations for possibly both of these teams if you can.
Sure, we'll refresh that right now. Our bullpen situation, we'll start off with Toronto. Hoffman, Yariel, and Sir Anthony have not thrown in 2 days. So I expect all 3 of those guys to go. Louis Varland made his debut, 14 pitches. Braden Fisher, Tommy Nance, and Mason Flaherty, all 3 yesterday. Varland, I expect to be available, but the 3-headed monster they have at the top of their bullpen is the guys that I expect to throw today with 2 days off. For the Royals, they haven't played in 2 days, it seems, so they are all good to go.
The Jays got kicked around yesterday, right?
What was the final score of that game? I thought it was
9-4.
Yeah, it was. I'm on the wrong date here. Yeah, I was about to say it was a 9-4 at the end of the game here.
Yeah.
But yes, go ahead, Gorky.
Okay, so my handicap was on the fact that Noah Cameron has been a savage all season. His 5-4 record really should be about 12-4. The fact that these guys do not give this guy run support is a goddamn pity. It is. If he gets 3 runs of support, he should win every game that he starts. He's just a fighter out there. And Max Scherzer is a hell of a pitcher at 40 years old. To be getting 10-plus strikeouts on your 40th birthday is just a savage move. But that's what you would expect from a guy who's been an ace for 20 years, has 2 different colored eyes, this guy. He's just a savage. He is. But I think that the Blue Jays lineup is in a spot where They have a lot of key injuries. Heineman is a good catcher, yes, but he's not Alejandro Kirk. George Springer is also a huge miss. So
Yeah.
I'm on the Royals plus 105 money line here.
Royals for Gorky. I'm leaning that direction with you, Gorky. Cap, what do you think?
If you noticed, I was staring at my phone. I couldn't help it, man, because I don't have a ton of action today. I went ahead and bet what I said. Like, I was like, oh, that'll probably cash. And then I'm like, thought about it some more. So yeah, I went and took Kyle Tucker to get a hit and the Cubs just to win the game. You can get it at like minus 115. So yeah, I bet it. I just bet it while we were sitting here.
Hey man, if your unit sizes are big enough to where you can play minus 110s, minus 115, minus 125, hell, even minus 160s, and get profits, you're laughing. Like I would if I put down $100 units, I would play for $40 profits all the time. That's
Hell
the best.
no, not
That's
me.
the best way to play.
I get it, but not me. Look, not with baseball, not for me. Like baseball is like, if I'm being honest, like full transparency, my fucking unit size is not standard in fucking baseball. One day I might use fucking 100, and one day I might use 200, and one day I might use fucking 50. Like baseball's a bitch. Like that's my honest answer for you guys.
No,
College
but
football and college basketball are my favorite things to bet where I stay.
But your unit size probably always stays the same. You just increase and decrease the number of units that you play.
Yeah, but so that's a good way to put it. One thing I tell people, and I know we don't got time for this, but like I usually have it a total amount that I'm cool with betting for a day as opposed to like per unit. So like if I only have 2 bets, they might be a bigger bets, whereas if I have 5, they might be a little bit smaller. So
yes, and I hate to break it, Gorky, we do not have time for the chit chat here about our unit size here. So Gorky,
Jose's impotent, so he gets a little.
We make these people a lot of money, so I think that they enjoy this show. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, that's what we're here for, to make money.
Yes, and Gorky, you're making money today on the Royals full game, correct?
I hope so, sir. Let's get it.
Cab, and you're not anything on this game?
No, one thing I will say on this game, on the pitchers real quick, the simplest thing, because everybody knows I like to look into props. Like if you're not somebody who wants to look up like barrel rate or swing and miss rate or things like that, and if you don't really understand the like in-depth stuff with hitting, just look at how many innings a pitcher has pitched and look at how many hits they've given up, okay?
Whip.
Yeah, so that's walks plus innings or plus hits per inning, right? But if you just literally, how many innings have they pitched? How many hits have they given up, right? Noah Cameron, dude does not hit the barrel, man. That dude does not give up very many hits. He keeps people off base. Definitely not somebody that I would go against personally, but I'm not betting it.
No, that's why I'm on the side of him. He's my cap. Like if he goes 3 innings, for example, my bet is fucked. I'm aware. If he goes 6, I'm probably winning.
Yeah, he won't go 3.
But all right, well, I'm saying that every pitcher has a bad outing.
Well, I'm going to join you, Gorky, on the Royals here. I've got them at plus 1. I got to rebut it in now. 127, I believe, is what I've got it at now. There we go. Plus 127 for me. Gorky, I thank you very much for jumping on here and starting off the train here of guests.
Thank you, sir.
We'll see you back here very soon. Anything you want to plug before we get you out of here?
No, just some extra plays if you want to tell me. Karen Khachanov and Holger Rune money line, and Vicky Mboko at plus 260 against Coco Gauff today in Montreal. Yes.
All right. Beautiful work, Gorky. We'll see you back here next week.
All right. Peace out.
What's up, Gorky?
Shout out to you, Gorky, my guy. All right. Let's move on here. And by the way, I see before we do, Our guy Justin McKelvey dropping stacks number 1, the over in this game, over 8 minus 114. I was very close to making the Royals team total over official. But shout out to you there, Stacks. The Royals, Blue Jays, I'm going to say Orioles. Royals, Blue Jays over 8. Stacks number 1.
Stacks, 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 stacks.
Man, shout out to Stacks and Sir Mackey, Jacob in the chat, Doug Wise, man. We got Ron Lofton in there, Troy. We always say this about how like we don't just have like random people in the chat, but you just look through the names. Our guy Wager Detective in there, man. So many good cappers. Shout out to you guys, man. Much love to all y'all in the chat.
Shout out to you guys, Nasty Nate, Troy Torrance, all you guys, like our guy Cab said. Let's go to Rockies Pirates. What a fucking game this was last night, Cab.
Yeah.
17-16. Absolutely absurd here how I mean, it's just absurd how high scoring the games have been the last 2 days. So I've been interested to watch all that. But we've got now Paulie Skeens versus Austin Gomber. And I'm going to double check right now, but you don't believe Paul Skeens has been in Coors yet. And I am a guy that typically likes to fade Paul Skeens when I can. I just don't know if I have the gall. No games against the Rockies. I don't have the gall to fade Paul Skeens here in elevation.
He hasn't pitched against the Rockies yet at all?
Has not pitched against the Rockies, nor in Coors.
Dice them up. Take the Rockies team total under.
So I'm fascinated to see how that works. AM on the under 10.5. And I'm not going to lie, after fucking 30 runs yesterday, I was like, how does this game go under? I just like, what are we gonna do here to see?
I just told you how it goes under. Maybe not. Maybe the Pirates put up 17 on their own, but fucking Skeens is gonna run through the Rockies. Watch.
Well, I'll be fascinated to see. Let's talk about the market, and then I'll bring on some special guests we've got coming in here for this game. There are 73% of the bets and 63% of the money on Pittsburgh. There, line has gone from minus 210 to minus 213, so not really much movement. Penny opened this up at minus 193, so they moved a lot more. BOL opened it up at minus 210, so that's fascinating. As for the total, 80% of the bets and 92% of the money on the under in this game. We've got a 10. It was a juiced 10 to add to the over. Seeing some 10.5s, but not much movement there either. Let's bring on a guy in the chat. He's been active in here. He tweeted at us today, so I appreciated that. It's our guy, sports scientist Jacob, joining the mix here. Sports Sci. Jacob, how are you, my guy?
Dude, this game is absurd. I don't give a shit if Paul Skeens is on the mound. You got the Pirates. People are betting the lane minus 225 with the Pittsburgh Pirates. Did they not watch the game yesterday? This team has heart. They went out there in the ninth, put up 5, won the game on a walk-off. This Pirates bullpen is dog shit. Absolutely terrible. Meanwhile, how deep is Paul Skeens going in this game? Let's be honest. I took Paul Skeens under 18.5 out to minus 180. As soon as limits were done, minus 300. Paul Skeens, think about it, right? Paul Skeens has not pitched into the 7th inning since June 8th. Why do the Pirates have any reason to pitch Paul Skeens past the 6th inning? Like, literally, if they're up by 1 million runs, take him out. Like, preserve your arm.
And they can still blow it up 1 million runs.
If they blow him up in the first 6, they'll take him out because they're not going to waste his arm. So either way, that was just a bad line by the books. So, second off, why would you not take the Rockies plus 2.5 here? How long are we going to see Paul Skeens?
Plus 2.5. Wow.
You can get the plus 2.5 right now at minus 120. You can catch 2 runs with the Rockies against this dog shit bullpen. Meanwhile, it's not like the Pittsburgh Pirates. Yeah, they put up a lot of runs yesterday, but prior to, if you look at the Pirates against lefties, they're the worst lineup against lefties on the entire season. They're the worst lineup against lefties in the last 30. They're the second worst lineup overall in the MLB on the season. Like, I don't understand, like, we're getting the Rockies. They're like one of the best teams at home. You saw them. They put up 17 runs yesterday at home. Like, this team knows how to play, of course.
So I can give you guys some. Now, when I say I gave you guys an easy way to look at like statistics earlier, but when you're done, I'll give you some like percentages on Paul Skeens stuff that some of it's going to back you up and some of it's not. So I'll hit you with it in just a second.
Well, no, go ahead, Cab. You're already hitting it. Hit it.
I was going to say, I think
16% fly ball rate. Okay, so that's that's going to be below the 20% average. Obviously, in order for the ball to carry in Coors, you gotta hit it in the air. Paul Skeens, it's with his strikeout rate and his ground ball rate, it's just gonna come down to if the Rockies can put any air under the ball. Now, the one thing that I said will back you up there is when the ball is in the air, Paul Skeens, he gives up doubles and home runs at a high rate. That's because he throws the fucking baseball so hard. So I would still look more towards the 16%. Like, that's I don't know. I don't know. I'm not betting this game, so I'm gonna let you.
I'm not saying that Paul Skeens won't go out there and shove. Like, let's be honest, the Rockies strike out a shit ton. Paul Skeens is gonna. Yeah, it is harder to strike out in Coors, but he does throw that fastball the most with a ton of movement. So that's all you want to see in a pitcher in Coors is a guy who is able to throw a good fastball. He doesn't have to rely on any of his off-speed stuff. So I'm not saying that Paul Skeens. I think this game does go under. I think Gomber can keep the Rockies at least within a couple of scoring distance, and all you need to do is get the Pittsburgh Pirates bullpen in the game for the last 3 innings and let the Rockies do their thing. I mean, how many runs did the Rockies score yesterday between the 6th and 9th inning? Like,
makes sense.
All right, sports scientist Jacob, you've sold me.
I know my guy Spoon. I think Spoon took the 1.5 too.
I think I am going to join the 1.5. Let's bring on one more guest here who, for a long time this season, did not like baseball.
Oh, you think it changed all of a sudden?
Oh, I think it's changed all of a sudden because he's been making the fucking money off of it. That's what changed it to you. It's our guy Kong's Clip. Kong's, our guy. Baseball lover Kong's Clips is how I'm seeing him. Kong, nice to see you, my man. How are you doing?
I'm good, bro. Happy Saturday. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit the motherfucking like button. Retweet the show. Come in and get some money today. Got off work. Looked at the board today. There's a lot I like. A couple places I'm firing. One of the games you've already touched on. It's the Chicago Cubs. I am on the Cubs -1.5 full game -110. I think this is the Cubs game today to go out there and put boots to ass. So I'm laying the run line full game. I'm also laying the alternate run line first 5. Chicago Cubs -1.5 in the first 5 +130. I come in on. Let's see where we're at here. Kong's MLB POD. MLB play of the day is square as fuck. It is the Philadelphia Phillies and the Detroit Tigers under 6.5. 2 great pitchers on the mound, Wheeler and Skubal. Take my money, bro. If this goes over 6.5, you can have it. I know it's square as fuck, and it is what it is, bro. Both guys probably go 7+ innings. I could see this being a 1-0, 2-1 game. I don't see it going over 6.5. If it gets there, take my money. I'm getting -110 on that under.
Okay,
I am
beautiful.
on.
Go ahead.
Yeah, let me touch. I got 2 more. I think 2 more plays here to touch on real quick. Kong Smash Play of the Week is Rodolfo Vieira and Tatsuro Taira. It is now -110 for the parlay in UFC tonight. Tonight we go for 5 straight smash plays of the week. I am on. Oh, I got a parlay. College football, bro, right around the corner. Today marks the 21-day mark. We have college football back in our lives in 3 weeks. Had to bust out the Bulldogs shirt. Go Dogs. Just broke them down last week on the Medicate Monday show. This week, their rivals. Sneak peek, I am going to break down Alabama this week. And I do have a best bet.
Well, beautiful.
Parlay today.
Let's go.
And in remembrance of the famed two-unit parlay, this is not a 2-unit parlay, by the way, but it is 3 legs and it is plus 500. Piero Rodriguez by decision, Renya Nakamura by decision, and Mateusz Rombeski and Chris Duncan under 2.5, plus 492. I got a unit on it. Both guys are girl and guys win condition. It's going to go to decision. Nakamura is going to grapple fuck the shit out of his opponent, and women's MMA going to decision. Mateusz Rombeski and Chris Duncan, both high-level guys. Chris Duncan can get the sub. Rombeski can come out and go balls to the walls, get the KO. I like the under 2.5 there. Plus 492 is how you get paid today. Love you guys. Appreciate you for having me. Go out there and kill it. Kong, I'm out.
Beautiful work, Kong's Clips. Cab, was there any final thoughts you have on this game? Okay, beautiful. You're muted, but I heard the no. Don't worry. Jacob, officially, you're on the
I'm on the Rockies plus 2.5 and and that Skeens under outs.
Yeah, I like the Skeens under outs, especially.
Now it's just a bad line by the books.
I saw one.
If I was like a savage, I would have bet the limit on it because it's now minus 300. It's minus 300, so clearly people absolutely hit the limit on that.
Well, beautiful. All right. Well, thank you, Jacob. Any more actions you want to give out here?
Yeah. I guess we can jump to the the next game is the Brewers game tonight. You guys are talking about. I'm on the Brewers minus 135. What else do I mean, I could spend forever telling you. Brandon Woodruff, obviously a good pitcher. I think Jake Irvin is obviously a pretty solid pitcher too. I mean, he pitched a five-inning scoreless game against this exact same Brewers team, but that was on the road. Jake Irvin at home, his last home start, he gave up 5 earned runs and 6 hits against Cincinnati. At home this season, he has a 4.24 ERA, and his last 3 home starts a 6.32 ERA. Not to mention, I mean, after the trade deadline, I'm not sure if you guys watched that Nationals bullpen yesterday, but it's a bunch of AAA arms. So as soon as Jake Irvin leaves the game, it's not going to be a fun time for the Nationals. You're getting the significantly better team laying 1 run at minus 135, pretty good. And I have more action throughout the whole card, but I do want to touch on that Phillies game. It sounds biased. I took the Phillies at plus 102 last night. I wanted somebody to give me the date of the last time Zach Wheeler was a home dog. Like, what? I know it's Tariq Skubal on the other side of the mound, but like, you'd be telling me that like the Tigers against the Phillies are laying like minus 145 with Zach Wheeler on the other side of the mound if this game was in Detroit. Like, that's just crazy. I did see that I did get it at a good time because obviously there was some buyback this morning on the Philadelphia Phillies. So now Penny has this game at minus 112 for the Philadelphia Phillies. So as a Phillies fan, I hope that we get the job done and hand Skubal the L. I would love this. Zach Wheeler has not looked good in his last 2 starts. If Zach Wheeler wants to win the Cy Young, I think Paul Skeens would need to get absolutely hammered today, and Zach Wheeler would need to throw a gem. So I would pray that happens.
Well, I pray for that to happen for your sake. Jacob, anything else? Anything else you want to fire at us here? We're open ears.
I just had a fucking epiphany.
I have a really great one of the best I want to talk about. I think people should really be applying this system. I know our guy TJ has been applying this system. It's been paying. I took the Athletics yesterday on the money line at like plus 115. They closed at like minus 120. I took the Athletics today when it opened at minus 104. Not sure if you guys have been watching the Arizona Diamondbacks, but I think this team they're the 5th worst lineup in baseball in the last 30 days. They're the worst road lineup in the last 14 days. The last 5 right-handed pitchers to face them have a .67 ERA. This team literally can't score the baseball anymore. you basically are relying on Ketel Marte and Corbin Carroll, who have all season not been playing at 100%. On the other side of the mound, you want to make a case that Zach Gallen has his comeback, whatever. It's a contract year, but this is a guy with a 5.23 ERA on the road this season. He's given up 4.66, 0.1, 5.7, 4.4 earned runs. Like, he's just been an absolute gas can. He has a problem this season with keeping the ball in the ballpark. Both lefties and righties are absolutely hitting the shit out of him. And the Athletics in the last 30 days, they're the fourth best lineup against right-handed pitching. They're the top 10 at home this season in the last 30 days. They're the second best lineup in the last 30 days. I mean, this team they got a bright future. Brent Rooker, Lawrence Butler, Nick Kurtz, Shea Langoliers, like everyone's hitting the piss out of the ball. So
you're saying if the A's wanted to come back, they'd just wipe it off Gallen's top lip?
Pretty much.
That was a joke.
Yeah.
No,
and Sports Jacob Scientist is right. That is pretty much what he's saying. Yeah.
I mean, I've been betting against the Diamondbacks since they had the whole Eugenio Suarez trade deadline rumors, and I think the Diamondbacks have pretty much lost every game since then. They're on a pretty bad slump. I also bet the Cincinnati Reds plus 110. I'm applying the same logic. You bet on the teams that have something to play for, and you bet against the teams that have nothing to play for. The Reds here trying to make a wild card spot in the Braves season's absolutely done. And I bet the Padres for the exact same reason, minus 130. Didn't understand this line whatsoever. This game already happened. The Padres already won this exact game. You have to worry about lefties with Randy Vasquez on the mound, and the Cardinals just don't pack a lot of lefties. McGreevy was a guy I tried to back before. This is a guy that gave up 7 earned runs and 9 hits in 4 2/3 innings to this exact Padres team at home, and now he has to face them the exact same upgraded lineup again with Ryan O'Hearn and Laureano now in the lineup. The number 1 bullpen in baseball in the Padres. They made the most significant upgrades at the deadline. Like, this is a team you should continue to back after the trade deadline. I couldn't believe they were minus 130 favorites at home with the significantly better team.
Yeah, it's a pretty surprising line, too. Up to minus 150, it seems now as well. So that's beautiful work. Jacob, thank you for the rapid fire here. I appreciate you for jumping on here. Where can the people follow and get more Sports Scientist Jacob?
You can find me on Twitter, Sportsside Jacob. I'm probably going to start posting some videos on there, just kind of what we do here. Breaking down some games, I need to learn how to do this whole YouTube shit. I need someone to teach me. I would love to do it. I'm just a dumbass. Or it's not even I'm a dumbass. I'm a brainiac, but dude, I downloaded OBS and I was like, dude, how the hell do I do this shit? So I'm going to figure that out. I'd love to start doing something like this.
Well, beautiful, Jacob. I thank you for joining us. And my one tip for you would be StreamYard instead of OBS. Your life will be a lot easier that way.
I'm going to look into it. Thanks, Jose.
All right. Of course. Jacob, my man, thanks for coming by. That is the Sports Scientist, Jacob Cab. Let's rewind the clock, and let's go back to the top of this card here.
Let's make a rewind noise.
I don't know what the...
Oh, shut up. You know what it is. Do it.
There you go.
There you go.
Rewinding back to Phillies Tigers here. A game that I know you're interested in because we probably are looking at the AL and NL Cy Young Award winners facing off here today. So I'm fascinated to see this game. I'll be watching this. It's a 6.5 total full game. And I know what Cab is looking at now. He sees that total. He's going to first 5 right now, guys. So I can't wait to hear Cab's breakdown. We'll talk about the market here and these two pitchers. We've got 54% of the bets, 62% of the money on the Philadelphia Phillies, 87% of the bets, 89% of the money on the under, unsurprisingly there. The game has gone minus 105 each way to now minus 112 Phillies at penny. And for the total here, minus 110 to the under. It used to be minus 119, to the over at penny, the over 6.5. And as the juice has shifted to the under, I mean, this is a playoff line. This is a playoff total. And in the bank, it's going to be a playoff atmosphere. So I'm very interested to hear what you have to say about this fascinating game, Cab.
I definitely, I think this is kind of echoing what Jacob said, but it's like, well, I could say it for either side. If you're a believer in the Tigers, I mean, you're betting the Tigers today. If you believe in the Phillies, you're betting the Phillies today, right? Like, I mean, you got your guy on the mound. Like you said, both these teams are right about even. I think 163 wins, 164 wins. I mean, for me, I'm not trying to pick a side in this because I do kind of lean Phillies here a little bit. I just said I had an epiphany, though, a second ago on this game. So we all have that book that I'm about to talk about where the props come out and they're going to fucking take your bet regardless of if that player plays or not. And then if they don't play and they get a pinch hit,
you're fucked.
You're fucked, right? We all know that book or a book. We know what I'm talking about, right? Well, I'm always taking Brandon Marsh's prop, right? Where the fuck don't I get the books back? Why don't I take his under today? Because he won't be in the lineup against Skubal, and he probably will pinch hit in the 7th, 8th, or 9th inning. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm just thinking like, am I thinking too hard right now on this one, or is that actually smart as fuck?
I mean, I'm not a prop bettor, so I'll leave that to you, but it doesn't sound like a bad idea. Because you just have to pray that guy gets him out.
They'll void the fucking bet. He'll get one at bat and they'll fucking void the bet. But whenever you bet it and it's the other way around, they take your goddamn money.
Okay, well, beautiful. I'm excited to hear how this goes for you. Under Brandon Marsh. Did it hurt your feelings, by the way, that they traded for Harrison Bader and now they're going to platoon him, like super platoon him? You know, I guess that will now just make it so whenever he plays, you have to bet him. But how did you feel about your boy getting platooned?
I've told you guys all along. I know that we act like we're like I don't give a fuck about none of these players, none of these teams. Not literally in the slightest.
You care about the Rangers. We know that.
No, not really. I really don't. Jose, like I promise.
He says that, but if the Rangers make the playoffs and kick the Red Sox out, I'll know the fucking first person to call me will be this guy right here.
Wait. Okay. Red Sox aren't making the playoffs. Let's just bet it right now. Stake bet right now.
I'm okay, thank you.
Right.
I don't want to. They hurt my they won for me yesterday, but they've hurt my feelings recently. Nothing for me in this game. My action would be first 5 over or nothing here. And by the way, Cab, first 5 over 3.
God.
3. Damn,
bro. You got to bet that. We got to bet that. What is the juice on that?
First 5 over 3
That's
in this
stupid.
game here. It's minus 110 each way too, but
you know, everybody always looks at it saying like, oh, the pitchers, there's these people that are also in the game called the fielders, and they do things called make fucking errors. Even the best of the best make errors. 3 runs is ridiculous through 5 innings.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm in the same boat as you. I want to bet it, but I'm not going to. And by the way, Markel is right. Me and Markel have a stake bet if the Red Sox make the playoffs right now too. And I did show some weakness just now. So Markel must be feeling good here. But it's going to be a fun game to watch this one here. We'll talk about those Red Sox here soon. Let's roll on to game number 6 on our board. Milwaukee Brewers, Washington Nationals. I don't want to back Brandon Woodruff for a few starts, but he's been pitching really well. Minus 190 is not my cup of tea for a favorite. I don't like betting minus 1s and minus 1.5s. Everyone knows that. Jake Urban, a guy that I like generally. I think he's a decent to good pitcher, but when he shits the bed, he shits it hard, and it's tough to recover if you're backing him one day and he gives up 7 earned runs in 3 innings. His last few starts, 7 innings, 2 earned runs at Minnesota, 3 2/3, 5 earned runs against Cincinnati at home, 5 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs, none of them earned at Milwaukee here. So very interesting. You're going to get that. Not really back to back. His start against the Brewers was on the 13th. I believe the 11th, is it? I already missed the date, but it's earlier in the month, a few weeks ago. So it's not really a back-to-back factor here. Woodruff, his best start of the season came against these very Nationals, 4 1/3, 5 hits, 2 earned runs on 2 home runs, 10 Ks, no walks for the guy. So honestly, I lean Nationals market in this game. Let's talk about it, and let's see if we can get there with the Nationals market. But there's 93% of the bets and 87% of the money on the Milwaukee Brewers here. Good Lord.
Because people aren't fucking stupid, and they're not betting against the best team in baseball with Woodruff on the mound.
The Brewers.
Tell me another team that has 65 wins right now.
I'm not betting them in the playoffs.
I'm not going off a fucking favorite. I'm not doing it.
You're not betting them in the playoffs.
I'm not either, bro, but I'm telling you right now, this is not the team to fuck with.
You're probably right. So I'm going to stay off. I lean Nationals, but it's not going to be a game that I try to catch the falling knife on here, Cap. Plus, the bullpen is horrific for the Nationals. So what do you think?
I just told you what I think. Look, I've been saying I'm a believer in this Brewers team since before the All-Star break, right? Like, I really do think they're a really good baseball team. I don't like their approach at the plate. I've gone over that, and I do think sometimes they can be very frustrating there. But I mean, what's your big problem with them? I mean, like
the Brewers?
Yeah. What do you mean you're not going to bet them in the playoffs? Where's your
they're
fall?
not going to hit the home runs.
Numbers? They're
not going to hit the home runs.
Okay, so literally that was it. I got it right away before you said it.
Yeah, they're not going to hit the home runs in the playoffs.
Where you don't win fucking. I mean, home runs always help, but like you could see so many instances. I mean, like with the Giants and other teams, the Cardinals, like teams that have made runs through the playoffs that really just weren't having those slugging percentage numbers. I mean, it can be.
Those were a long time ago now, unfortunately.
I mean, all right, whatever. I'm not.
Those were a long time ago. It sounds stupid, but the team with the most home runs has won the World Series.
How many? What are you saying? Like last year?
In the last few years, last like 3 years, team with the most home runs in the playoffs wins the World Series. And that sounds stupid because no shit, but that's just been the case. And I'd love for the Brewers to go upset the fucking Doyers, but I just think when it comes to hitting the ball out of the park, they're going to meet the Dodgers, and fucking Freddie Freeman's going to hit that 1-run home run or the solo home run, and then they're going to pitch their balls off, and they'll lose 1-0, and we'll get the bullshit.
Man, you can get a -130 on the run line in the first 5. I don't bet full game run lines, but nah, dude, if I'm betting this, I'm just taking the Brewers in the first 5 on the run line.
Okay, beautiful. Brewers for Cab. Nothing for me. But I am excited to watch this Brewers team in the playoffs.
I'm not betting it. I'm just saying if I was. Listen to what I said. Don't make
Sorry, I apologize.
That I didn't.
Justin McKelvey, you're right. He's saying they'll double you, they'll steal a base, they'll sacrifice. Yeah, they'll do all the small things, but we'll see if it happens in the playoffs. I need to see it. I was skeptical on the Rangers. I didn't say the Dodgers were going to win the World Series last year. So what's my opinion on these things? So we'll see. Let's move on to our next game, and it is a beauty of a game. My favorite.
Real quick, it's raining.
Go ahead. No worries. It was one of my favorite games to watch last night. It is the Miami Marlins versus the New York Yankees. How fucking funny was it to watch the Yankees blow that game the way they did? I was tracking that game the whole game. I had +150 or whatever it was on the Marlins. And I was just sitting there. It's like they'd score 2 runs. The Yankees would respond with 3. I'm like, oh, my God. And then they keep bringing in their new relievers, and they kept blowing it. Oh, my God. It was so funny. Oh, it was too good. You're muted. It was too good.
No, it is fun to see the people that just get there, come in and fucking suck. Go up there
just
and just lay
horrible.
Bro. It just suck, man. Like,
oh my God, it was so funny. And the best part about it wasn't only the pitchers. They trade for Jose Caballero, and he's the asshole that let the ball through his glove in the 9th inning to tie the game. Oh my God, it was so perfect. But how in the world are people betting the Marlins today? How do the Yankees not have any backbone, any balls? Can they just, if they don't win this game today, it is official. They are a bunch of fucking bitches. You blow the worst game of the season to the Marlins. They have their ace on the mound, and you have a AAA arm. You've got to win this game if the Yankees. This is a are you man or are you mouse kind of game for the Yankees. And if they don't win this game, they are fucking mouse. And I cannot wait.
Jose?
I think I have to. I think I really have to. Again, they blow like a 5-run lead in the ninth, whatever it was, like 4 runs. Like, if they lose this game, Cab, they are just bitch made. I just can't believe it.
Yo, Noel said, dumb manager, listen. Fuck, why did I just, God damn it, who was it yesterday that was dealing for the Tigers? Who was dealing yesterday for the Tigers? He had 2 hits in the, who was pitching for the Tigers yesterday? I'm blanked on it just now.
I don't even know. I don't remember off top. It was Flaherty.
Yeah, Flaherty. Okay, I got it, right? Taking him out yesterday, where they took him out, was one of the worst managerial decisions I've ever seen, dude. You let him at least go through 2 more hitters right there. He had given up 2 hits, no runs, and he had a guy on first base. You fucking lost that game taking him off the mound right there. If I was him, I would be fucking livid, bro. That was terrible, terrible, terrible job managing the team right there.
At least it happens in the regular season and not in the biggest moments. Kevin Cash. So, Cap, do you agree with me at this stage? If you were a baseball team and you blow a game where you're up multiple runs to a team that you know you're better than, and you come out to the next day, is there not just a little more like, fuck, we got to win this game?
Yeah, sure. Because there's so many, there's so many games in a season that it's like these little micro, fucking motivations matter. What you're saying. Does that make sense? What I'm getting at?
Yes. Yeah.
Like your bounce back, or like you're trying to win a series for the first time. If you're the Rockies at home, okay, now you got a chance. That game matters. This is a response game for the Yankees. If that's what your question is, yes, it has to be.
And the worst part about it, Daby Cab, is that the market is screaming Miami Marlins here yet again. It is disgusting. There is 75% of the bets and 79% of the money on the New York Yankees here. This line opened up at BOL minus 120 Yankees. The Miami Marlins are now favored there minus 108. At Penny, one of the sharpest books in the land, minus 116 New York Yankees, now minus 108 Miami Marlins.
I don't know that book you're talking about. I don't think they sponsor us.
They don't, but it's just.
I'm joking, bro. I'm joking.
God, yes. I can't believe it. It seems like the Yankees are going to lose this game, and if they lose this game, they are the biggest bitches on the earth. So I don't know.
I mean, they are pretty big bitches, so good luck.
Yeah.
Jose, look, I'm going to tell everybody right now, Jose's making this bet perfectly okay losing his unit if the Yankees lose so that he can call them bitches. That's what I've got out of his breakdown, is that he's going to be happy either way. So me personally, I'm not betting this game.
I don't want to lose this unit, Cab. I really don't.
That's what I was trying to say. That's exactly what I was getting.
I don't want to lose it. I've lost a lot this week. I cannot afford it, but God, do I want to take the Yankees here? But fuck. It's a battle. I'm not going to bet it yet, Cab. I want to wait till the end of the show. Keep watching where this line moves. But again, just how? How in the world is this not a Yankee spot?
Everybody else in the world's looking at it thinking the same thing.
Exactly, and they are. They absolutely are. That's why fucking 70, let me go back, 75% of the bets, 79% of the money on the Yankees, and the line moving against them. Ugh.
Why the fuck would you want to bet on them?
It's just if the Marlins are hot,
over.
Marlins are hot.
How about that?
Over doesn't seem like a bad look either, especially with all those runs. But I'm going to stay off now. We're going to come back to this game at the end of the show here. I'm seeing a lot of fish in the chat here as well. So I'm seeing Jim Dewar saying they want you to take the Yankees, and it fucking sure does seem like it, Jim. It sure seems like it. So I will sit here and stew on that. And do I trust my gut or do I trust the market? And
I saw you highlighted it, but I think our guy Zoe got a membership, man. Much love to Zoe and all the all the members in green, man. Thank you guys. You keep this channel rolling. We don't sell you guys shit, so it means a ton when you choose to support. Thank you to everybody else here too. Anybody here, we appreciate you. But if you can get a membership, maybe think about grabbing one.
Yes, please do. Please do. I'm going to move on from this game. But God, I want to bet it, bad. And I probably will at the end of the show. Let's move on. Astros, Red Sox. One of the more fishy games, fishy markets, fishy lines from yesterday. It was an easy casher, but I was confident it was going to cash the whole game, which was nice. It was right up there with the Yu Darvish line from the other day when he was a favorite against whoever that team was. It was shocking. We bet it. He pitched great. Shout out to Yu Darvish. Here we are again, and this line is a little weird for me here. Now, as a Red Sox homer and asshole, minus 120 for Walker Buehler. I was like, wow, really? Minus 120? He's favored here? I couldn't believe it. I thought we would get minus 110, maybe the Astros favored in this game. Colton Gordon, I get it. Rookie arm. Probably not going to, wow you with his shit. He's a lefty, so I'm a little impressed by him. I am older than him.
Hold on. Let me give you this. So, again, this is one of the easiest things. I can pull up percentages and stuff for everyone, too. But, he's thrown 62 and 2/3 innings, and he's given up 78 hits. This dude doesn't miss barrels. Like, I can pull up percentages and give you more in-depth analysis on that. But just right off the top, Gordon doesn't fucking miss barrels. So
no, he does not. His whip this year, if I can find it real quick, 1.42. 1.5 base runners an inning, basically. Ugh. Yeah, so I see this line, and it makes me think, like, this is a little weird. Why are the Red Sox favored? But, Cab, you just said it. He's not missing bats, and the Red Sox have been pretty good against lefties this whole year. Red Sox against lefties from the 15th to the 2nd of this month are horrible, though. Dead last in the league. If you expand it out a month, the whole month of July to today, they're 20th, 87 weighted runs created plus. And if you want to expand it one more time from April 1st to today, they are 6th best in baseball against lefties. So I'm staying off this game. I agree. I think it's a little bit of a weird line. The fact that the Red Sox are favored here with Walker Buehler makes me think, I guess the Red Sox are going to win this game, but it's not going to be a bet I make. And I'm very interested to see how this game goes. And I want to hear what you have to say as a non-biased party, Mr. Daby Cab.
It took Trevor Story over 1.5 total bases here.
Wow. I don't think I've ever seen you bet a Red Sox player prop in like the fucking 4 or 5 years we've been doing this.
I hit on Devers this year when he was with the Red Sox.
Okay, I thought you were going to say when he was with the Giants, but...
No, actually, he fucked me when he moved to the Giants. I actually
bet
him when he was going against. Well, no, I missed and then cashed. So I'm 2 for 3 when I bet him this year. So once was with the Red Sox, twice was with the Giants. Anyways, back to this one. I'm on Story. I'm only I like to look at the last 10 games, sometimes even last 5 games, because I care more about where the hitter is trending than I care about the season. He's only hitting 262 in his last 10 games, which isn't bad, but he does have good slugging percentage there. And I'll say it again, Gordon doesn't miss bats. I think Story's going to be in a good position here to cash this prop in one swing, whether it's a double, off the green monster or a home run. I really think one swing of the bat and we cash this one. I don't think it's a situation where we're sitting there waiting on, 2 hits, two different at bats, which I wouldn't like with Story. It's not a thing I like with him. But as far as like getting a little bit of power out of the swing, I trust him. At plus 110, I love it. I honestly was looking at Bregman, but the juice isn't worth the squeeze, I don't think. Too juicy. So minus 115, minus 120. So I'm going to go with Story here.
Story, TS10 for our guy, Daby Cab. Nothing here for me in this game. Matty Ice, there's the answer to your question. Robert Franklin Pena played yesterday.
You see that taint play of the day was the first 5 under in the Phillies Tigers game?
I did not see that. Wasn't it really? First 5 under 3?
Yes. So shout out to him. I will not be going on that over. That's a wild bet to me, Matty Ice. He asked me if a former pitcher, if I get excited about this game. Of course I do. And I also kind of like, I like both the Tigers and the Phillies, man. They're both teams I've had a little bit of success betting. So I like both of those teams. So I'm super excited for the game, but I just haven't bet it.
My face is like this when I heard you tell me that.
So
That
you
was
make
my
the fucking face like that, Jose?
Yeah, that was like my exact reaction right there.
Okay. Let me see it again. Make that face again.
No, I'll show you these instead. I wonder what they're looking at.
You know.
I wonder what they're looking at. Giants Mets. A game that frustrated me yesterday. I took the over 7.5. It goes into extras, and we still can't get the fucking bucket to fall, which is hilarious. We lose by the half run, but it is okay. We've got Kai Wei Teng on the bump here. I believe that is how his name is pronounced. Kai Wei Teng.
It's actually Kai Wee Tang. Sorry, you got it wrong.
Oh, Kai Wei Tang.
I just made that up. I don't know.
No, I'm going to trust you here. I'll trust you. By the way, shout out to our Skunt Blaster, Scumbag play of the day. Royals and Yankees under there. Parlay there. Royals, Moneyline, Yankees, Marlins under. Shout out to you, my guy, Skunt. We've got Kai Wei Tang here, who has been in the minor league since 2018. Is finally getting, is this his first major league start? No, he got a dip in the majors yet last year. But I believe this will officially be his first start in the majors, though. Last year, he made 4 appearances, all out of the bullpen, and they were ugly, Cab. 1 inning, 4 hits, 5 earned runs, no strikeouts, 3 walks, 3 2/3, 4 hits, 2 earned runs on 2 home runs, 1 strikeout, no walks, 3 1/3, 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 3 innings, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 4 strikeouts, 3 walks, all in the major leagues here. His minor league appearances have been good. He's gotten better, it seems. His last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 starts / appearances have all been 1 run or less. 5 innings, 2 hit shutout, 5 2/3, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 5 innings, 1 hit shutout, 11 Ks, 1 walk as well. 4 innings, no hits, 1 run not earned, 8 Ks, 3 walks there. So it's fascinating to see a guy like him come back up to the majors. Can he do it? I'm not going to back him here. 26-year-old pitcher. He's 6'4", by the way, so he's a big boy up there. And I'm not going to try to back him here. 80% of the bets and 54% of the money is on the Metropolitans with Kodai Senga on the bump, who we all kind of know at this point. And interestingly enough, this line did jump down a little bit. -201, now down to -193 for the Metropolitans here. I'm not going to back this pitcher, Kai Wei Teng, but I will be watching and seeing and learning about him here. What do you think, my guy, Daby Cab?
He's not very good.
He was not last year. His minor league numbers this year, his last few are great, but is it just minor league numbers? You know?
It's wild to think like there's that big of a step up from the minors to the majors, but I'm just going to let everybody know it's like a massive step. It's the biggest step you'll take in baseball. Like it's bigger than college to minors. It's big. I mean, maybe high school to minors or high school to college is as big of a step, but there's a fucking huge difference between the minor leagues and a professional baseball team. And I don't think this dude has it. I don't think he's ever going to have it. See, there we go. We got somebody from his hometown in Taiwan saying they're not going to back him here.
If he's not backing him, neither am I.
I mean, congratulations to him, though, man. He made it on a big league team. He's going to pitch. We're talking about him here on Pub Sports Radio, so shout out to him. All that being said, not a dollar of my money is going to be behind him. There's no fucking chance.
Agreed there. No action for me here. Let's keep moving on here, and let's go to Texas, Seattle, and let's go to Cab's favorite team, where his favorite team got a new pitcher in Merle Kelly. Maybe the Rangers needed a bat or two as well, but fuck it. We got more pitching. Cab, are you excited for the Merle Kelly experience?
Can't not be excited about Merle Kelly, man. I mean, I like the dude. I've always been a fan of Merle Kelly. I mean, somebody who's able to fucking go 9-6 this year on this Diamondbacks team is pitching their ass off. But the Rangers, man, come on. Like, lost the series to the Angels. You already lost this series to Seattle. They finally went on a little bit of a winning streak, but this team consistently lets down, Jose, every single time you think they're finally starting to make a push. They start losing games and losing series. And it seems like, I mean, Seattle right now, you know, they should have lost yesterday. They came back and won it 4-3 at the very end of the game. 2-run homer in the 9th inning.
Yeah, I sucked.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know, man. Maybe you take Merle Kelly at plus money and hope the Rangers are going to fight like hell today, because it is that day. You win or we're close to falling off the map. I mean, it's win now or fall off. That's what it is.
Yeah, Kelly has had a good to decent year with the Diamondbacks. His last appearance was against Pittsburgh. 6 2/3, 6 hits, 2 runs, one of them earned. And for those keeping track at home, Saturday, August 2nd, as of right now, the Rangers are, where are they? They are 2 games back of the Seattle Mariners in the wild card right now. So
somebody standing on money said, chill, the Angels are good. No, actually, the Angels, Rangers, and Mariners all suck. That's really what it is. None of those teams are good. But this is a year where there's nobody that's that fucking good, in my opinion. This is going to be a fun playoff series. Whoever gets hot is going to win it, because there's no standalone best team here.
And standing on money, I hate to correct you, but the Angels suck balls.
That's what I just said. The Rangers, Angels, and Mariners suck. They all suck.
Let's be honest. 53 and 57 is not good. But yeah, 2 games back of the Seattle Mariners, and if they lose this one, I know we could all do math. 3 games back, it's a lot different than only 1 game back. So this is
a huge game.
Huge game here. Does that mean I'm going to back them here? No, because the market is fascinating in this game. We've got 60% of the bets and 51% of the money on the Seattle Mariners. So there are some Rangers bets out there causing some waves, but this opened up minus 114 Seattle at Penny. It's now minus 120 Seattle. So I'm not saying the Rangers are going to lose this game. I'm not saying they're going to win this game, but I think this should be a very close, tight game. I think we'll see all of the Rangers' heart they've got left in their fucking body, because this is it. And their bullpen, by the way, Robert Garcia, closer, 5 pitches, blown save last night. Probably will be available today. Phil Maton just acquired 23 pitches. Danny Columbine, I don't know, 14 pitches. He was guided on the Twins as well. He went, as well as Holby Milner, who also got acquired recently. Not a team I'm going to be backing in the Texas Rangers, unfortunately. I think they're fucked. So no action for me here. Daby Cab, can you do me the favor of introducing the game of the night? Because I have to grab my charger real quick.
Yeah.
Game of the night. The Atlanta Braves versus the Cincinnati Reds. Bristol Motor Speedways. We're going to do some NASCAR here today, Cab. Do some NASCAR. Oh, yeah. And I actually do have a bet in this game. I can't wait to hear it. But I will say, this game is in red and RotoWire. So be careful. We could get some rain here now.
Wow, that was one hell of an accent by Jose. Shout out to him for that. I guess this is the game of the night because he's got the Reds to make the playoffs and he's invested in the Reds. I guess that's where he got saying this is the game of the night. You know, Chase Burns, one of those guys, 45 strikeouts, 12 walks. He has swing and miss stuff. He really does. But you see the whip sitting at a 1.54. And the reason for that is what I keep coming back to. He's just not missing enough barrels, right? Doesn't have a ton of innings to go off of here, just 27 1/3 innings. But I don't know, man. This is going to be a tough spot for Burns here. And really, I don't know how much I would like to get behind Strider either. So if I'm looking at this game, you look at Strider where, last 2 games, 5 innings, gave up 2 runs and 3 runs. Game before that, no runs through 6. He's kind of doing what he does between 1 to 3 runs. It's his average every single game. So the question is, do I think the Braves score 1 to 3 runs off Burns? Probably, but I'm not betting it. This Braves team is broken in every single possible way that a team can be broken in, whether you're talking about at the plate, whether you're talking about in the bullpen, whether you're talking about Spencer Strider in the starting pitching. This Braves team is a broken baseball team, and they won't see a fucking dollar of my money from here until the end of the season, specifically because I don't think they give a shit.
I'd agree with you there. I'd agree with you right there, Cabby. Now, I have not heard you say.
If you don't stop doing that.
Thank you for that Reds victory we got
You're
last
welcome,
week.
Jose. I think this is you saying thank you to me for getting you on.
I distinctly remember the chat saying that it was my fault we were on that bet, and I distinctly remember us winning that bet. I do declare.
You used the word fault, and they were saying if we lost, it was your fault. But everybody knows why we bet the Reds last week, and that was because of me. So you're welcome, Jose.
Well, Cabby, don't you worry, because we're betting the Reds today again. We're going to move on the Cincinnati Reds, and I do declare plus 102 Daby Cab. I'll tell you right now as well, Cab, there's 50% of the money, or excuse me, I do declare 50% of the bets and 60% of the money on the Atlanta Braves. And yet, the line is moving towards the Cincinnati Reds, huh?
I want you to do this accent again, but next time you have to have a big fucking can of dip, and I want you to take just a fucking massive pinch, and I don't care if you've ever dipped or not in your life, and you stuff like the whole fucking thing in your lip, and then do the accent. Then I'll believe it.
Well, Cabby, now back where I'm from here, we respect Bristol Motor Speedway as the home that Jeff Gordon had, and of course, the Eliminator, Dale Earnhardt, R.I.P. to the Eliminator, Dale Earnhardt. So, Cabby.
What is that, his nickname? Because he got fucking eliminated or something?
Cabby, don't disrespect the dad like that. They're going to come for you today, Cab. So let me tell you, Cab.
Move on. Next
are
game.
you moving on the Cincinnati Reds with me?
No. Last week.
No, Cabby.
No.
I think you've got to join me here, Cabby. They're going to win. Do it for Dale. Red B LLC is saying, I do declare right there.
Not going to bet the Reds today.
Why, Cabby? I bet them because you said last week, allegedly, and now you've got to join me here, Cab. The market is moving in our direction. The weather might be bad, but the fire on the track is going to be good, Cabby.
So who did we have on the mound last
Brady Singer last week.
Yeah, no. But who was pitching for the Reds last week?
Brady Singer.
It was Abbott, and then Abbott was coming out of the pen, right? So
no, just kidding. It was Andrew Abbott.
Okay, it was Abbott. So you're trying to tell me that Abbott and Burns are the same thing? You want me to?
I'm telling you that Chase Burns has the potential to be like Andrew Abbott. Yes, I do declare that. Yes.
Chase Burns is going to get burned today.
Well, Cabby, I hate that you are on the other side of this game here. I hate that you're on the Braves of Atlanta, but I guess we can move right along here, Daby Cab. Oakland A's, the Arizona Diamondbacks next on our slate here. I agreed with a sports scientist Jacobs. What a weird line for the A's here. I definitely thought the Diamondbacks could be favored in this game with Zach Gallen on the bump here, but minus 115 A's made me think, this seems like an Oakland spot or Las Vegas, Sacramento spot. What do you think about this game? Do you like how I can just turn the flip like that? Back to old regular Jose, and I'd love the other guy in the back.
I'm not even going to answer that. What you think you did some kind of miraculous acting job just now by switching to back to your okay? Yeah, you pretty good. Look, if you throw the dip in, dude, I'm all for it. That's
okay. Fair enough.
And it has to be.
And I have to throw up on camera too, right?
And it can't be like a pouch or whatever the fuck that other shit is people put in. Like
Zins, those are gross too.
None of that shit. Literally has to be just fucking flavorless dip.
That sounds a terrible time there.
Yeah, but everybody would get so much enjoyment out of watching you do it.
I think only Cab would get
maybe,
the enjoyment.
Right? Yeah. Anyways, I do agree with what our guy, sports scientist Jacob, said here. Gallen has been ass, and he's on the road where he's been even more ass. Runs for me. I'm not backing the Athletics here. I just think there's runs in this game. Whether you want to attack the first 5, the full game, a team total, player props, I don't give a fuck how you want to do it. I think there's runs. I think there's hits, and I think that's where the money is to be made. I personally don't have any bets in this game, but that's what I would do.
Market in this game. Let's talk about it real quick. Minus 110 opener, minus 108 at Penny, now minus 116 Athletics here.
Bro, I was sitting at the casino playing blackjack. My bad, but I got to get this out while it's still close.
Please.
I was playing blackjack a couple of weeks ago in Oklahoma. Fuck the ante. You got to pay 50 cents a hand. That shit. Like if you sit there for a few hours after, anyways, and I tipped the dealer too. So it's like, God damn, that shit is wild there. But this dude's like, hey, you want to fucking Zen? He offered me a Zen. Like, no, bro, you want to hit some weed? And I offered him my pen, but he didn't want weed and I didn't want no Zen. So we didn't become friends.
Oh yeah. Those are two different opposite kind of vibes right there. How'd you do in the blackjack?
I think I left like up 250. So it was good.
Well, it's fun. That's fun. Shout out to blackjack. A fun game. I like to play at 4 a.m. in Vegas when the dealers are switching, apparently. So let's talk about our next game. I don't think I'm going to move on this game. Marketing is 52% of the bets, 65% of the money on the A's. The line's not moving too much. So I lean A's here, but nothing here for me as well. I've got 2 more games on this slate here. I guess we've got 2 more games on this slate here. I don't have any action on any of them yet, so I'm excited to talk these out. White Sox Angels, the dregs of the league, the bums, as they would say. Wine Time Sports in the chat. I hope you can make some sense of this bum bowl. And our guy Morgan Spooner, Kyle Hendricks, is on the bump, so I hope you're listening as well. Walk-off wagers is tomorrow morning, so don't forget to tune in with both those gentlemen. So shout out to you guys here. By the way, look at that. Plus 250 minus the $300 and 50. That's crazy indeed. 50. You just sit there for fucking 50 minutes. Yeah, you're just giving up your whole fucking loot to the bag or to the casinos there. So that ante is crazy as well. Hendricks, I can't figure out Hendricks like Morgan Spooner can. So I typically stay off his outings, and I mean, he's so old, Cap. He's so old, and he throws so soft.
This game and go to the next one.
He's so old, and he throws so soft. 6 innings, 1 earned run. Aaron Savali, not good. I mean, quickly we can touch the market in this game. There's 70% of the bets on the Angels, but 75% of the money is on the White Sox. So it's a definite White Sox lean for me again. The Angels probably shouldn't be minus 150 against anyone. So no action here for me, Cabby. What do you think?
I don't care about this game, so I will touch on something. I saw Jacob said in the chat, we're already losing. Yonder Diaz hit a home run first at bat. Listen, you never want to be down in a bet, but if I'm betting the Rays, I fucking hate the fact that I got a bomb on the first at bat, bro, because I'm telling you, they got fucking third innings. I'm not watching it, but they got third inning Snell instead of first inning Snell right after that first swing. Next guy struck out on a foul tip. Then Lowe struck out on a foul tip. Then we got a ground ball. He's going to hit form like right now this game. Watch. I've seen this happen a million fucking times in baseball. And one run, you got to score one to win one. So fuck it.
Well, Cab, you're not live betting, but Dodgers first 5 plus a half, plus 116.
Yeah,
right
there
now.
you go. Take it.
Plus 116. Not a bad number there for you live bettors here, but let's go Rays, as I do have the Rays in that game. Last game on our slate here, and then we're going to bring on a special guest to help close up the show here. We've got Cardinals fathers here. Mitch McGreevy versus Randy Vasquez. You heard our guy, sports scientist Jacob. He is on the Padres here. Got a good line there. I'm seeing openers here. Minus 128. Minus 131. It's gone up to minus 140. I'm glad that Mason Miller made his debut last night for the Padres, throwing 103. Good God. Good luck with that. But the market in this game is not very helpful for me either. 75% of the bets are on the Padres, but 53% of the money somehow is on the Cardinals here. So maybe you slightly into the Cardinals, but it's not going to be a game I bet on. Justin McKelvey saying Padres in his pocket. Dougie Wise plus 130 Cardinals is his free bands play of the day. Robert Franklin saying Padres money line, sprinkle the run line. Christopher Tatum saying his say hey flank stake play of the day is Luis Arise plus 180. Cabby, any thoughts on this last game here?
Yeah, I had a prop in this one too. I completely jumped off my fucking. Now, before I get on the prop, look, Randy Vasquez, the past two games, his past two starts, he was like plus 130 on both of them. And I hit him both times because I say it every time he comes up and we talk about him. If he keeps his walks down, he's actually got very fucking good stuff. Like he's got electric stuff. He just can't walk people. And if he only walks one or two people, he usually has a good start. And that's what he's been able to do the last couple of times is keep those walks to a minimum. So I do like the idea of backing him. Just going from plus 130 the last two times I bet him to minus 150 is a bit of a fucking jump, right? That's a huge difference. And I know it's indicative of who's on the mound on the other side and everything, but I'm just not going to bet it as a side. What I would do maybe is do what I did with the Cubs game and take one of the Padres to get a hit and just the Padres money line. You'll get some plus money on that. But I went back to my guy here. I haven't bet him in a while, okay? I haven't been on Merrill in a while, and rightly so because he was sucking. So I jumped off it, I would say, the right time. But you look, he's covered his total base prop 6 out of his last 10 games. He's got that batting average back up to 262. You got a couple new guys coming over from the Orioles in the lineup. Going to give it a little bit of a jolt as a whole. Like hitting is contagious across the board, right? And I've always thought Merrill is one of those guys. I don't think that stops. He just, had a bit of a slump, which happens to every fucking player in baseball. You can't tell me one that it doesn't happen to. So Merrill over 1.5 total bases at plus 110.
All right, Jackson Merrill for Daby Cab. Nothing for me, and we will end this program by bringing on a special guest. He's not moving, so Cab's not going to be worried. It's the one, the only, Robert Cherry joining the program. Robert, my man, nice to see you. Working on a Saturday morning. How are you doing?
I thought about fucking with David Cab, like, no, I ain't want to do it. I was like, you know what? I ain't want to scare David Cab today. So I was like, you know what? I just got in the car. I'm just getting my day started. I was up for like 23 hours working, went to security, went back to work, did a couple trips last night. I was like, fuck this. I'm going home. I'm tired. Went and got me some pizza, went home, had me 2 shots, and took it down. I'm just getting my life together. I done missed like 47 calls, 60 text messages. I forgot to turn my ringer back on. I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, Robert, it's nice to see that you're alive because all those people calling you are like, this motherfucker's dead. Where is Robert? And 2, it's nice to have you here. Oh, so there you go. Perfect. Well, Robert, my man, I'm sure you haven't had a chance to look through the whole card, but I know you've got some UFC action here today for us. Hit us with any bets you have on the card today.
You know what? I ain't even look at the UFC card this week, but I do have some baseball action for today, though.
Wow,
I have a little bit. I got
okay.
a couple of plays. I like the Cubs at home in this spot. Matthew Boyd, I think he picks his game up and at least give us 5-6 solid, strong innings before somebody messes up the system bad. I like the Brewers. I like the Brewers in this spot money line.
that Phillies and Tigers game. It got Wheeler versus Screwball. I'm gonna have to go with the under in that spot. I think it's gonna be some playoff type action with the pitching. Got two of the best pitchers in baseball going head to head, and I think the over unders at 6.5. I think last I checked. So I think that's gonna be a full game under. But I know how Jimmy do. He don't do first five, so I would take the first 3 under as well in that spot.
Matty
And,
Ice is
for
on.
the-
That's Matty Ice's taint play of the day. The first 3 under or first 5 under in that game.
See, great minds think alike. And you know, with this who's playing the Padres and the Cards? I know the Cards the Padres got some new bats over there. And like you were saying, Merrill's playing a lot better. He stepped his average up and everything like that. I see a sneaky play and fade myself. I'm gonna lean with the Cardinals first 5 plus a run.
Our guy in the chat said, are the Padres even hitting the baseball? Or do they even get hits? I mean, they were struggling for a while, but the last 10 games they're hitting 282 as a team. I mean,
yeah,
fucking good.
Like
baseball changes quickly.
I mean, if we look at the metrics, are they walks? Have they been fly balls? Have they been like singles, doubles, anything like that? Like when we go back and look at, all right, what type of hits have they been making to lift up the overall team average?
Right. I mean, don't look down, bro. Padres are fucking winning baseball games, and they just got 2 really fucking good hitters for their lineup. I mean, this fucking lineup is stacked. I'm just saying. I know there's a lot of people that like to hate them, but they're stacked.
Yeah, I
totally agree with you, Daby.
I would watch out, of course, but I agree with you guys.
Yeah, like I agree with you, Daby Cab, and not this game, but I want to look over the weekend and give them till about Monday to let the new guys get acclimated with the team and see how they look overall. But I believe what you're saying. I believe they're going to kick up and start really pushing for a playoff run now that they got like a rejuvenated squad, you know. But I wouldn't bank on it just yet. But I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna hang back and see how this goes. But I do lean Cards first 5.
Okay, beautiful. Anything else you want to give us?
If I knew who the hell was fighting the UFC, I could give you at least 2-3 plays. But I have not looked at the card. I haven't even capped the game. But I'm gonna just say 2 favorites, 1 underdog.
Okay.
I don't know who, but somebody's gonna get it. Somebody's gonna get knocked out. Somebody's gonna get the decision when they took the sub prop. Just a shot in the dark.
Well, Robert, let me give you one, Robert. Let me give you a UFC. Nick Klein today. I bet him at plus 125. It's our guy, Joey DFS's planted flag fighter of the day. Nick Klein, plus 125 for me.
Who is Nick Klein fighting?
I have no fucking idea.
See, you got to look at who he's fighting.
I have no idea, but Nick Klein. Nick Klein is going to win, man.
I'm going to tell that. We're going to see how that goes.
All right.
Hey,
well,
I want to ask you, Jose, how was that Red Sox record looking against my Yankees record so far? You know we got to
even, motherfucker. Even. You guys have one more loss. Y'all motherfuckers are joke artists over there. The Yankees better win today, or they really are bitches.
Judge can't go a year without getting hurt. I'll tell you, every year is something. A toenail broke.
Now this year's elbow's fucked for the next year and a half. So, well, Robert, I thank you very much for jumping on here. Yeah, he's going to have to. Anything else you want to plug before we get you out of here, Robert?
Nah, I just wanted to go over a few plays. Shout out everybody out in the chat. Matty Ice, Nasty Nate, Stacks, everybody else, man. Love you guys. You already know. And I ain't want to scare Daby, so that's why I ain't start driving yet. I just wanted to make sure I get in the chat because I know I'll be scared the shit out of while we driving.
Well, I know because I've been there, done it. Like, just pull over. It's better.
You're right. Plus, you've been smoking. I ain't want to freak you out and shit. I ain't want to blow your eye.
Robert, we'll see you back here next Saturday, my man.
All right, I look forward to it, man. Leche and those bookmakers.
Shout out to our guy.
Damn, that just cooked me right there. God
yeah. I look up and I see a whole new person up there at Daby Cab. So that's funny.
Red?
Your eyes you're not the actual eyes, but around your eyes is a little more red now for sure.
Good for me. That means it's doing its job here, man. Just like everybody in the chat's doing their job showing up, man. You guys were fucking awesome today. one of my favorite things is, seeing our guy Robert Cherry and Gorky and Jacob and anybody who wants to come up. So hopefully more of you guys from the chat come up next week while we're still doing this. Wager Detective, Doug Wise, Standing on Money, obviously our guy Stacks, all you guys, man. I love you guys out there.
Yes. Shout out to all of the people in the chat making us better in this on screen in the chat, however you guys are doing it. Hit the like button while you guys do. Let's recap our action here. Cab, I want you to go first because I want to figure out one more bet here for me. But go ahead. What are you on here today officially?
Okay. Obviously, I had that bet with the Dodgers first 5, which we're losing right now. That game's already started. I took Trevor Story over 1.5 total bases at plus 110. I put Kyle Tucker to get a hit and the Cubs just to win the baseball game together. That's minus 115. And then I got Jackson Merrill over 1.5 total bases at plus 110. A couple other things that I might add, but if I do, I'll let you guys know.
Okay, beautiful. Cabby will let us know. Follow him on Twitter at Dabra Cadabra, and you will find him there. And it's at Daby Cab, not actually Dabra Cadabra. I guess I should be specific when I'm talking about your Twitter account there, huh? But at Daby Cab, follow him there. Shout out to our guy Swig. By the way, if you guys don't know, this is the last UFC contest that will be open for everyone. The next ones will be members only here. So it'll be fun to see that and how the UFC contest adapts. TJ joining us in here late saying Cincinnati money line. I'm on it. A's money line. I was all very close to that. San Diego money line. He bet all those last night. He added the Rockies and he's at the Dodgers as well. Well, I am on the Rockies, I am on the Rays. So we're going head to head there. And a lot of people are on the Dodgers. Cavs on the Dodgers. And we are together with the Reds there, TJ. So I wish you luck. As much as it pains me to do, I'm going to stay off the Rockies game. I want to take the plus 1.5, but the juice keeps going the opposite way, so I stayed off. I am going to bet the Miami Marlins. Fuck the Yankees. Robert Cherry was the last push I needed to get me.
You were going to bet
the
the fucking Yankees, and now you're betting the Marlins. That's fucking wild to me that you do that, bro.
Well, sometimes it has to be done. Sometimes it has to be done.
What's
so
your
I'm on the Marlins.
Bets that you fucking fade yourself?
At least 1-0 because I remember doing it last week.
What the fuck?
I did it last week with you.
Yeah, what was that one? You won that one?
Yeah, I won it. I don't remember what it was though. The breakdown completely flipped as well. And yes, TJ, yeah, you're 100% right. I have to do it. I have to do it, TJ. Like, hey, everything X's and O's wise says the Yankees stand up and stop being baby back bitches today. But the market says nay, and I will go with the market here. So it'll be fun. Thank you all. Officially here, my plays: Tampa Bay Rays, Cincinnati Reds, Kansas City Royals, and the Miami Marlins. All full game money lines: plus 107, plus 102, plus 127, and minus 108 for the Miami Marlins there. It's a fun show as always. Again, tomorrow morning we've got our guy Morgan Spooner and Wine Time Sports giving us walk-off wagers bright and early, 11 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Central, whatever that is on the West Coast, because I do not want to do the math.
It would be 8 a.m., Jose. It's 2 hours behind us. It ain't that hard, buddy.
There you go. Cabby says it eloquently there. Cab, follow him and watch Medicate Mondays. Every Monday, him, Dutch Boy Fresh, and a big cast of characters all give you guys great action.
Bro, I don't even want to be there Monday. They have got to stop throwing the fucking dildos on the court because I don't even want to hear Dutch talk about it, but that's what's probably going to happen.
Yep, that is just going to happen, and I hope Dutch at least made some money on it as well because
you could bet it, right? Is that real or is that a lie?
No, BOL had it. You know, they're the place we used to play poker at had that, and you could bet that, and green was plus 700 for the next dildo to be the color to be thrown.
Bro,
So,
could I have gone and bet like as much as I wanted on it, then been like,
probably not.
However much it costs to get out of jail for this fucking green dildo.
I would assume that there's a limit, like probably like $100, $500 limits.
Well, plus 700, $500. I mean,
Yeah, so it's probably lower. TJ saying max bet $25. See, it could be that low. I have no fucking idea, but I was assuming the limits are low on that, like $100 max at that. So maybe I am wrong, but it's a must-watch edition of the sesh here with the dildo gate happening again. Thank you guys all for watching. Tune in, subscribe, become a member if you can. Please do, because the memberships very much help the channel. Say hey, and we'll see you guys next time for another edition of Say Hey Plays.